Is this what we're going to be focusing on
I'm relieved.
going forward? The rehashing of this? I'll tell you,
Governor
the
DeSantis,
Democrats would love that, and they will win if we
Governor
let him get away
DeSantis,
with it. I'm not letting Biden hang out in the basement this time. We're going to run him ragged around this country, and we're going to hold him accountable.
That's what I wanted to see more of. But I thought he did good in the debate. Welcome back to the program. Dana Lashie with you. Bottom of this first hour. That's when they were asked about J6. And he's like, are you kidding me? I mean, I told you guys, right? I mean, I just had this. I tweeted about it earlier today. I'm just throw this out here real quick for you. Saudi Arabia, Iran, Ethiopia, Egypt, Argentina, and the UAE just joined BRICS. You know, BRICS is Russia, China, India, and some others. They're killing the petrodollar. Where's Joe Biden? Oh, that's right. He's on vacation still, Lake Tahoe. You have Afghanistan. We didn't even really touch on immigration. We didn't really touch on China. We didn't say a damn thing really about COVID and vaccines and masks and all of that. They asked about UFOs and they were going to ask about J6. They want to focus on that. Yes, I get the witch hunt. The witch hunt is a separate issue from what they were asking. They weren't asking about the witch hunt. That's not what they were asking about. They were trying to get everyone, do you think that what he did, XYZ? It's like speculative questions. And I thought that the Florida governor was right to just be like, this is dumb. We're not doing this. He was right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so I look at this and I thought he did well. Strong and steady stays the course. The media, some of you might get mad at me. I'm going to be, like I told you, I'm going to be really honest with you guys on stuff. The more that I research Vivek Ramaswamy, the more I hear from him as a politician, politics don't have to be personal, the more I don't like him. The media is pushing this guy hard, which should tell you something. He's all over Daily Mail. He's all over Memorandum. They're trying to be like, oh, he's the guy who got his butt handed to him the hardest at the debate. He walked out with a plagiarized Barack Obama line. I want someone to explain to me how the hell a guy who is literally pushing a socialist 59% death tax, the guy who created a biomedical surveillance database that he wanted to sell to other countries to track you, all of us, who still has Biden-like investments in China. I want you to tell me how this guy is like the new conservative Republican leader or whatever. I want to know. Because if that's what a Republican is, I don't got enough fingers to extend as a thought towards that. If that's what Republicans are they gonna? If that's what we're embracing, blank that, man. I'm out. I'm not for no death tax. I'm not for no socialist death tax. I'm not for no. You know, he supported masking. He supported Bernie Sanders' stupid masking thing. He tweeted it, and he literally. I have screenshots, and then one of the tweets he accidentally forgot to scrub. I have all these receipts on Substack. Go look. So I send it out. How is that Republican or conservative? I mean, are we all not mad that they're talking about bringing that back again? And then the guy who was literally saying, oh, Bernie Sanders is smart. That was a good idea. And was like supportive of this mask rule. By his own words, he literally typed it and tweeted it, not once, but twice. And that's the guy? So wait a minute. Republicans, conservatives, are you for mandatory masking? Just let me know now, because I need to know whether I'm out. That's what I want to know. Are Republicans and conservatives for a socialist 59% minimum, quoting socialist, avowed, well-known socialist, pushing the death tax? Is that what Republicans and conservatives are for? Because I am out. Y'all can hang by yourselves. No joke. I just want to know. Are we for government surveillance of people with vaccines and viruses? I just want to know. Because if that's what Republicans and conservatives are for, I'm out. That's neither Republican or conservative. Everything's lost all meaning. I just want to know. Because if that's what it is, then there's a whole hell of a lot of us that got to go somewhere else, I think. That's not what I'm about. I say this because he's never addressed any of this stuff. You bring it up and he's like, oh, yeah, that's a lie. You've said it. Not everything is a lie. Not everything is media malpractice. I mean, these are big issues, guys. Did your kids not suffer by having to wear a damn face diaper for how long? And people are literally flirting with the idea of a dude who supported that stuff. I'm not making this up. I mean, you can, for real, you can go, and if you're mad at me for saying it, you can go, and it's him who said it. Get mad at him. I'm just a messenger. I just got a lot of questions about this. And this is where I wish they would have gotten pettier. I want to play this soundbite. It's the Soros prosecutor one. I thought this was a good soundbite. But he didn't. I wanted DeSantis to go somewhere else with it too. I get it. He's staying strong and steady. This is me, Petty Dana, wanting more. This is audio soundbite 14. Listen to this. This is about these Soros prosecutors.
When we had 2 of these district attorneys in Florida elected with Soros funding who said they wouldn't do their job, I removed them from their posts. They are gone. As president, we are going to go after all of these people because they are hurting the quality of life and they are victimizing innocent people in every corner of this country, and it will stop when I get into office.
Okay, this is where I wish he would have gone. I wish that he would have said, and you know what? I'm tired of Soros not only trying to buy our justice system and push the rot of restorative justice with all of these DAs, but I don't really like the idea of him meddling in our presidential election either. Because there's one candidate up here who literally took money from Soros and got his start with George Soros and has praised George Soros. And it's not me. And I don't think it's some of the people standing, to my right. That's what I would have said. Absolutely. Because see, then he would have wanted to jump in, but he has to indict himself by wanting to jump in because you don't mention him by name. The rule is if you mention someone by name, then they can respond. And it's true. I'm not making this up. Because he got started with George. I mean, he did. He said that he only accepted Soros money and became a Soros fellow so he could afford to pay for law school. Y'all, he was a multimillionaire already. He didn't need George Soros money to pay for law school. He was a multimillionaire already and had been. So that's a lie. So I just want to know, as Republicans and conservatives, are we loving Soros now? That's not hyperbole. It's a legit question. I'm not flirting around with these fools. I'm done. This is the last election. After this election, we lose. Goodbye, Supreme Court. I'm not joking you. Bye. Bye. Goodbye, Supreme Court. If we lose, expect another war. Get ready to ship your kids off. I'm not joking. That's what's going to happen. And that's just the top of it. We'll be beholden to China. We'll be completely subjugated to the CCP with dependence on the rare earth elements they control for our stupid green new whatever. We don't even have the infrastructure to support it. But hey, let's go ahead and do it. That's what's going to happen. So I'm taking this election a little serious. Not that I haven't others, but I just don't have time to flirt around with this stuff. I'm tired of everybody pretending. Why are we pretending? Is it good manners to pretend? I don't think it's good manners to sit here and gaslight people and act like you're something that you're not. I don't think that it's good manners to expect people not to point out that you're a damn stalking horse. Come on. It's either for Trump or Big Pharma, one of the two. And I told Kane yesterday, the Big Pharma thing sounds kind of sus, man. I mean, you got a guy who still's got a stake in a company that's suing over mRNA tech with subsidiaries in China. Big Pharma, please. I'm just saying. So I just got questions about some of this stuff. And people are like, oh, well, Dana, people can change. Really? He just had a 180 from February? Look, I'm all for people changing. But do you realize that for people to be moved by such a transformation, they usually have a story that goes along with it? Why did you change? What made you change? There's no such thing here. And a lot of this stuff is recent. I mean, hell, the death tax is just last week. So I think that, it is there's shenanigans going on. And I just am tired of pretending. That's one thing you can count on. I'm tired of pretending. And I'm always going to be straightforward with y'all. You may not agree with me all the time, but you can take what I say to the bank. Now, see, I would have gotten petty with that. Would that have been too much, Kane? If I were him and I would have added that on?
It would have made the debate a little more exciting, I think.
I mean, because there's several times that I would have just, that's me though. But see, I get it, slow and steady. That's probably why he might be running for president, and I have no business doing that because I am mean as hell. I would immediately, at every moment I can, get a dig in. But I get it. There's, he's got a strategy. I get it. And that's a good thing, right? I kind of want someone who, when you punch, boy, oh boy, is it going to be devastating because it's not used all the time for everything. I don't know. I'm just saying. Now, oh yeah, Tim Scott was there. We forgot about him. We literally didn't get any audio of him. No, I don't, because I don't care. I will say this. You know what Tim Scott succeeded in doing last night? He did not make himself unlikable. He just boring. He boring. Don't be boring. He seemed very nice, but boring. I don't like that Nikki Haley twice had to remind everyone that she's a woman. I do think that's a thing. She did quote Thatcher at one point, so that was, I understand that was good. But after that, I'm like, okay, we don't need it. We get it. You're a woman. Stop it. I just don't know if I have any interest in voting for a woman who constantly has to remind everyone that she's a woman. You know what I mean? Like, I would be more interested in a female candidate if she just never said it. Like, we get it. We see you got boobs. We understand, right? We know you're a chick.